last one, we're going to wrap this up, is you aren't accountable to anybody. So if you aren't accountable to anybody, it's very easy to cancel your workouts on yourself, right? How easy is it to be like, I'm tired today. I'm not going. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. It's very, very easy to do that. So having an accountability buddy, or somebody that you're checking in with, obviously our clients have us for coaching, but hiring a coach or finding a friend, befriending somebody who is in fitness or has a routine that is willing to, be your accountability person is really, really important, because at the end of the day, it takes a tribe sometimes with your fitness. So this does not mean like someone's going to pull you out of bed and be texting you, every day and scream at you like David Goggins and make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Like, we're adults. There is a part of that where we have to take responsibility for getting our ass up in gear. However, the broader picture, the bigger picture is if you have somebody you can be accountable to, it makes it so much easier. Some of like the biggest, like, if you've been listening to the podcast, you always hear me say, if you pay attention. And that's why I think hiring somebody to either train you in person, if you can, once a week is great, just to get the ball rolling and have a set appointment. And then you're like, well, shit, I paid for this thing. I'm not going to not do it. Right. And also it helps you build in that habit. And a lot of times people are like, well, they don't want to hire a coach or, invest in that because they're afraid they're not going to stick to it, right? They're like afraid they're going to be a failure. They're not going to follow through. Listen, I get that. Trust me. The thing is that when you can have somebody help you through the journey to hold you accountable to showing up, you're less likely to want to like disappoint someone else, right? Like, I've had so many coaches over the years. I've been doing this for like 17, 18 years now. And I've had so many, coaches, either like I joined a program or I joined a boot camp or I did something, and I was like accountable to showing up to this thing. And even though I knew they weren't like, where's she at? Like if it was like a group boot camp or something like that, or if I checked in, was checking in with a coach, just still, there is a part of me and most humans where you like to be a person of your word, right? A person of integrity, a person who does what they say they're going to do. And when you hire somebody, you pay a coach, an online coach or an in-person coach, or you have a friend that is your workout buddy that you meet up with at a certain time, you don't want to be that person that isn't, reliable and doesn't show up and isn't doing what they said they were going to do, right? I know you're hanging out here with me. You're definitely that kind of person. So I know like coaching and programs can be expensive and you think to yourself, like, I can do it on my own. And to that, I ask everyone, has that worked before? Because if it hasn't, it's likely not going to work again, because you're going to hit a speed bump, a wall, a bad day, and or get sick or something like that. And a lot of times that just derails you. And then you're like, okay, well, we'll revisit this idea in January again when I'm remotivated. And then we see this just kind of like happening over and over again.